What is up, everybody? Good afternoon and welcome to Across the Pond. Me and Molly were over in England, London, England, outside of London here in Windsor to show you around Legoland. And this is kind of cool. This is the first time I've ever been on a serious international trip. And this is the first park we're hitting outside of Canada's Wonderland on that like 6-hour layover, which a park I've been to twice now. But we're here in Legoland Windsor. This is our first UK theme park. We went to the bathrooms over there and it's adorable. There's stalls. They had like, there was a phone booth and a pirate on one of the stalls. What did you have in the ladies' room?
A submarine.
A submarine.
And I had a unicorn on mine.
And a unicorn on Molly's stall. You could tell we're not in America anymore. Right in the front of the park they sell pasties. So you can get cheese and onion, steak pasties, sausage roll, or bacon and cheese. So we're not in Kansas anymore. Let's go check this park out. Also weird, this is our third Legoland park of the year. Never in my life did I think I would be at 3 Legoland parks in 1 year. It's like 3 and 6 months, not even 6 months, maybe 6 months? I don't know. But we're gonna come on in, we're gonna show you around. There's a couple things I'm really looking forward to. And maybe I'll buy a Fiat? What? We'll find out. So still not in yet, but I think this is like the coolest thing. If you're a lifetime cast member to Legoland, you get your name on like this wall of fame. It's so cool. Like as a super theme park dork, you get your name on the theme park. There's still some left over here, but I just think that's like the coolest thing. So I was told by some friends that live over in the UK that Legoland was built on a hill, and they were definitely not full of it. This place is built on a hill because you come in the park and you're, I guess, at the top of the hill. But I mean, check out this view. You have, you know, the Windsor Castle off in the distance, which was something we did earlier today, which I guess where the royals live in the summer, or used to live in the summer, or something like that. And this park is, you know, it's definitely on a hill. You can see the hotel over there. This right here is the hill train that'll take you from the top of the hill to the bottom of the hill, or the bottom of the hill to the top of the hill and back, and things like that. And it's kind of interesting. This is a kind of a split day. Molly wanted to do Windsor Castle.
I like history.
And I like theme parks. So we did her thing in the morning, went to a pub, and then came here. And now we're at Legoland. So the park was busy, so we picked up our coupon. We have the Merlin annual pass, so with that after 2 p.m. we get 50% off. So we picked that up. It was £10 for each of us to get a regular coupon. So we're gonna start things off here at the Star Wars Miniland Experience. I gotta say, kind of feels like I'm in the queue for Star Tours. So we're now here in Star Wars Miniland, and it's really interesting because it's a lot bigger than the Star Wars mini-lands in the American parks. It's inside, which is different, which is cool because you can control the lighting. But it's also on a lot grander of a scale. Like this is the scene from episode 1. It's probably 20 to 30 feet long, and it ends at this mountain over here. So it's you know, a lot bigger than ours. So that's cool. And more continues this way. Now, one of my favorite parts about any of the mini-lands is they have these buttons that you can press, and then a whole bunch of stuff happens. Molly, hit that button. Giant Millennium Falcon. Yeah. Guys, this one's a winner. It's the Cantina Band. And they move and sing the Cantina Band song. It's so neat. Although as a true Star Wars super dork, you gotta say. Alright, got the cell phone out, because this is not right at all. No Legoland. Han shot first, not Greedo. Han, he's over there, with no gun at all, being shot at. Not how it happened. Gentlemen, I made it to the highlight of Miniland here. That's the Death Star. This is amazing. We've got all these different vignettes down here. Like, check this one out. This one is the Death Star is operational. So if I go and push the button,
Continue with the operation.
and boom, I just blew up Lego while they're on. Alright, what do we got here? This one, we hit this button, and it's a lightsaber duel. This is so much fun. Here we've got the Garbage Master. Which, there it goes, doing its thing.
The whole thing is made out of it.
This is really neat. You've got a big scene with the trench run right here. I mean, this is so cool. I mean, I know Legoland's designed for children, but this is cool for anybody. Awesome. Yep, this is really neat. Well, now we're coming at you from the Land of the Vikings. The Land of the Vikings is home to one of the big, massive water rides here at Legoland Windsor. This is the Viking River Splash, and a whitewater rapid style ride. This is one we probably are going to skip today because we don't want to get soaked. And it's not overly warm in England. And I've got the ultra expensive in-the-loop camera.
Everyone's wearing jackets.
Yeah, everyone's wearing jackets. We're in shorts. And so we might not, I don't think you're going to get soaked, but there's always that chance. So we'll probably pass on this one, as cool as it does look. Definitely neat. You've got the fat lady singing and spewing stuff out of her mouth. Then over here, you've got some trolls that kind of spit water out of their mouth. You've got some sort of something happening over here with Vikings, I'm not really sure. I will say, kind of an ugly ride. Most whitewater rapids rides, they're in like a very cool setting. This one seems to be in a giant concrete man-made river. So not sure it's the prettiest of the ones I've seen, but definitely interesting. It's something different for a Legoland Park to have. Maybe on the way out. Maybe. One more shot of the Viking River Splash, just because I think this is really neat. It's not even cost. You just sort of squirt. You roll the thing and squirt. Then you got this great fountain and this dragon here. So, definitely some cool theming elements on this ride. You can see the river rapids just roll right past the dragon. That's pretty neat. Also, some dinosaur bones. It definitely looks like you can see most of the ride from out here. And I don't need that little kid soaking me. And yeah, that probably doesn't need to happen. This is cool. Their teacups are themed to a giant spider. And this guy, I believe he raises and lowers his arms at some point during the ride cycle. And really, really cool. Very pretty ride. Yes, he does move. And there he goes. Teeth move, arms move, eyes light up. Really, really cool. Also, these ride vehicles, incredibly detailed and really, really neat. So this is a beautiful version of a teacup ride. They've got a rocking tug themed to a Viking ship. So there's that rocking tug themed to a Viking ship again. But I gotta show you the entrance. You come in here through this wooden sign, and then you walk behind a waterfall as part of the queue. How cool is that? Now over here in Pirate Shores at Pirate Falls Treasure Quest, the park's a long film ride, and really, really pretty log flume. Lots of things that I think are off today because it's not too warm, but I imagine these guys could all squirt you with people using buttons like these over here. Not working today, which is good because it's not too hot. But again, a very nicely themed ride here at Legoland. Things to float by. And just a very, very pretty log flume. Also, Legoland California, Legoland Florida boats don't have log flumes, so this is a very unique ride for us. As you could probably tell by this knight Lego meet and greet character who looks awesome. We are now in the medieval section, which is home to a giant castle. This is a legit castle, like a big old castle. Very impressive. So here we are in the castle courtyard. Again, just showing you like a level of theming here. Very impressive. You've got the dragon, which is the marquee attraction here. The entrance is over there. And you sort of queue all around. And then you also have a restaurant here where you could get barbecue ribs and jacket potatoes. Oh, look at that, beer. All right. So to me, one of the marquee or quintessential attractions here at any of the Legoland parks is the dragon. In part, the first part half of it is a dark ride or like medieval Lego scenes, and the second half of it is a family roller coaster, and it's a really cool ride. The dark ride section is very, very fun, and then the roller coaster section, it's kind of interesting. It's our third Legoland park, and each one's a different section. This one definitely has the longest train, I would say, and that's the dragon here at Legoland Windsor. Hey guys, we're over here by the Dragon's Apprentice, which is the kiddie coaster here at Legoland, which features an adorable dragon-like train and a couple of Lego things. You also go into and around this cool dragon's tower. And there it is. Adults can ride without kids, so that's, you know, good for credit horse like myself, who just, that's roller coaster 447. We'll tell you one thing, man, queues are long here at Legoland. This one's posted at 30 minutes for a kid's coaster. And I kind of felt dirty because we paid to use the queue bot and we just cut a whole bunch of children on our kiddie coaster because we paid for it, which does kind of make me feel a little bit dirty. A classic ride at any of the Legoland parks. This one here is called Coast Guard HQ, and it's their version of boating school or anything like that. And it's really cute. I mean, these are also always cool because you get to drive your own boat, which is something you know, kids or parents, anybody doesn't get to drive their own boat that often. And lots of cool stuff to float past in this one. You know, you've got over here, you've got an elephant, and then scanning over, polar bears. One of my favorite animals, penguins. And it's just a really, really cute attraction. And it's something unique because it's not often you get to drive your own boat around. Oh man, let's see what else we got over here. We got a boat that's getting pulled in by a shark. We've got an alligator. So again, another view of the elephants. Oh, that elephant, that is not fun. That's not good at all. But then look at this guy. We got a crocodile. Anyway, these rides are, I always find them really neat. This guy looks like he does something over here. This guy pulling a shark. Yep, the shark is pulling the boat underwater. Anyway, really cute stuff over here. We just got off Atlantis, which is one of probably the big reason I wanted to come to Legoland today. It is a submarine ride. So if you've been on like the Nemo subs at Disneyland, or the old 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, kind of similar idea to that, except you're going through an aquarium filled with real fish. And so it's really, really neat. You go past, you get to see rays and fish, and there are some Lego figures in there too that the fish can swim around, and rays and sharks. It is really, really neat. It's cool. This is one I was really looking forward to, and it definitely lived up to the hype. A wonderful ride. So another one that's at all the Legoland parks is the Fire Academy here. It's cool. Mom and Dad pump the fire hydrant, the kids shoot the fire hydrant, and they have to put out the fire in the buildings. And it's really cute because when they're done, you have to ride this thing and pump back and forth like an old-timey train car. And that's how that works. But check this out. This is something I don't think I've ever seen anywhere. It's a giant balloon ride. And you've seen like swinging balloon rides at various parks. You know, they're very, very popular, but not to this scale. These things are absolutely massive. And there's a string. You notice the string in the middle? That's what you pull to go up and down. So this is an awesome looking ride. Also, there you get an idea of how the Fire Academy works. But I'm wowed by this balloon ride. It looks whimsical, you know, like an old-timey, like a Jules Verne flying machine. I love it, man. That is a really cool looking ride. It's also something that's not at other Legoland parks, or at least the Legoland parks in the States. This is neat, very, very neat. Again, wacky whimsical details on there too. So we're now here in Heart Lake City, which is home to the Heart Lake Express train, which you can kind of see through there through the queue. Nice little ride, probably about a 5-minute train ride. Takes you a good portion of the park and all across the quote-unquote Lego world. So you go to Asia and Africa and things like that. And you can see cute little statues. Heads up, they do kind of squirt you with water. So did not expect that in the cold English weather here. But they do kind of squirt you with water, but it's a nice ride. I would not wait 45 minutes for it. You know, that would not be something I would do, but lines here at the park have been pretty long today. So thankfully we have to keep up. But nice little train ride. So we just got off what's probably the cutest ride in all of Legoland Windsor. And that is Fairy Tale Brook. You ride past Lego Fairy Tale characters in your 4-passenger leaf boat. And it's just an adorable little ride. It goes past, you know, all your classic fairy tale like creatures. And really, really cute, long ride. And this is a Molly ride. Molly, what do you think of this one?
I love it.
Good
It's
review. Keep up the great work.
It's fun. And kids would love it.
Yeah, a very, very, very cute ride and unique too. Very unique. Not open right now due to the weather, but something that's very, very cool is the Skyrider. Sort of a mini monorail that goes around a small section of the park. But I just love the design of the ride vehicles because it looks like something, you know, if you gave a kid 3 different Lego sets and told them, hey, build a monorail cart, that's exactly what they would design. And I just think that's really neat. Hey guys, check out this playground. Epic. It's got over here you got what has to be at least 20-foot tall slide. And then my favorite part is this thing over here. You've got a rope climb. The kids climb here. It goes into a window. And then from that house you take a cargo net kind of thing to another house. Or you take this. This is really, really cool. So guys, follow this under things you won't see in Sue Happy America. There's there's ropes and a balance beam. You know, probably 6 feet off the ground. Like that is I mean, I think it's awesome. But a lot of parents could probably see that as, holy crap, my kid's gonna break my neck. They're breaking their neck. And as a, you know, I like that. Like if I was a kid, I would love that. Whatever you do, don't mess with these amigos. He's my favorite. So we're now over here by the lake, which is sort of the pathway to get to the Legoland Hotel. And apparently what's coming next year is the Castle Hotel. And guys, look how cool this looks, especially if you're somebody with little kids or something like that. To stay in a hotel that looks like that, that'll be so cool. And then check this out. You've got the lobby is going to look like a cat. This looks like the coolest thing ever. Exactly. This looks like the coolest thing ever for little kids. You got oh man, the tavern where you could go and get, I guess, drinks and food. And then a bedroom's going to look like that. This place, you know, really, really neat for little kids. Hey guys, welcome to the Legoland Hotel, right next to Legoland. You have your own gate right there, and home to this playground. But I want to show you inside because there's actually really, really cool stuff in here from a Lego and theming standpoint. So wandering in, you're coming to the park entrance of the hotel, so you're not greeted with like a lobby or anything. You're actually greeted with things that park guests might use. So you have things like here, a full buffet style bricks restaurant. But the thing I love is stuff like this, like in the. You got these Lego figures doing like waiter type stuff. Like this one's popping champagne. This guy is making spaghetti out of this giant machine. This dude over here just hanging out on a Sunday. And it's just awesome. As far as themed hotels go, the Legoland hotels have a wonderful job with theming. You got this great medieval kind of playground for the kids. Over here, the walls are done up, so it looks like the bathrooms are in a village. And to get to your rooms or the lobby, the elevators are done up like a castle. So it's just the level of theming here is so cool. And very important for those of us that like to drink. Well, over here is a bar. You can notice Molly is not in this segment because she is somewhere at the bar. And now I'm going to go back to the bar.
Both disgusting and interesting.
Right now we're in Miniland, which is really to me the heart and soul of any Legoland park. Definitely one of the coolest things for adults to do, and the kids find it cool and interesting as well. I'm going to show you around some of the coolest things. And I want to get started right here because I think this is really neat. We're in it, which is apparently Scotland. You might think like, hey, what's going on under the water there? Apparently it bubbles up every couple seconds. And I was curious, like, because I saw the bubbles earlier. I'm like, hey, why is it doing that? I just figured, you know, something was broken. And then Molly pointed this out over here. She'd get out of the way with her cider. And check this out. Where the bubbles come from, surely it can be a lot less much than looking to see if the surgeons of Britain's largest freshwater lake, or couldn't. Like, that's so cool. Greetings from Holland, home to all these windmills. Also, I love Miniland because they have this different boats and stuff. This one's got a whole bunch of boats in the various waterways.
But that boat's riding my boat's ass.
Yep, that's what's going on there. Nice use of language here at Legoland, Molly. On a completely unrelated note, we haven't been to this section of the park yet, but there's like a kid splash area and a raft ride. But check it out, their tipping bucket is a giant Lego brick. That is so cool. Welcome to Denmark, where ships conveniently slide down mountain hills. But got a couple windmills and stuff here. But the really cool thing, I love this sign for like people asking why the trains are not going, but their explanation is fantastic. Trains will stop momentarily to pick up their mini passengers and to refuel for the rest of their journey. As you see, it's going over there. But I just thought that sign was like the cutest thing ever.
Internal fuel tank contains 727
USA!
metric tons
just
of fuel,
like we're back home
which
in
it dispenses
Florida.
at a rate of
Here
more
as
than
the America's representative at the Kennedy
3,785
Space Center,
liters a second.
complete with the centrifuge G-force kind of thing, and the Saturn V rocket garden, just like they have the visitor center. They also have the bus tour, just like they have at the visitor center, which is kind of neat. The big vehicle assembly building over there. We don't have that. I'm not sure what that is. I will say though, I'm not a fan of the space program. I think it's kind of silly, but the some parts of the NASA tour are really, really cool. Sort of like especially the the Atlantis exhibit where they have the new spaceship. Completely amazing. Really, really cool. I don't know why I'm filming there. And there we go, USA. Greetings from Paris, which I've never been to Paris, but I don't know there were giant mountains there. Molly's made an interesting observation here with this gentleman.
It looks like Gaston.
He's French. That would make sense. Now, some cool things I'm actually learning here. Like, I've never heard of Santa Pod in Bedfordshire, but apparently they have a fun fair of sorts with a Ferris wheel and this creepy bunny plane ride. And it looks like they have some drag racers. Let's see what this does. So I love the little like the details, like the people here cheering on the race cars. Let's go green. I think I just won here in Bedfordshire.
You did.
As a massive theme park dork, I saw this slide here. I knew we were in England, and I figured, hey, we're in Brighton, and boom, Brighton it is. It's also interesting because I guess this is sort of representing like the Atlantic Ocean, because on the other side of Brighton you have France and the Eiffel Tower. Coming into Legoland here in Windsor, I expected that the Legoland for London would be very, very good, and it is, complete with the Tower Bridge that raises and lowers, and it's just very, very cool. I think it's the Shard is that building. Some other of these very, very tall buildings here, and it's just very pretty. Also very, very big. This is definitely, out of the Legolands I've been to, this is by far the biggest Legoland, Miniland I've seen. You see the Tower Bridge going there. It's kind of interesting for me too, because I'm on my first visit to London, this is day 3, so I still have not seen and done all the sites yet. So this is sort of like giving me a little preview of what's coming, because I have not done a lot of these things. Like, of course, no surprise here that they are showcasing another one of their Merlin attractions, the London Eye, which is very, very cool. All right, let's see, what else do we have over here? Of course, Parliament, complete with Big Ben. And then I imagine this is more towards like the Buckingham Palace area. I named Big Ben, the Shard, and the London Eye, and I believe Buckingham Palace.
Yeah.
And that's, that's more than I thought I would do. Molly's been to London. I have not. If you haven't noticed. This, I assume, is changing of the guards with the little Lego men marching about. That's probably all the London buildings I know. Is that St. James over there? It is. Oh, look at me. I'm naming all the big buildings. There we go. I mean, that's most of them, I think. I want to find this area in London. I'm not sure which this is, where you could just hang out and have a picnic with like 3 million of your friends. But that sounds like fun. Anyway, the London section, yeah, the London section here at Miniland, very, very cool. Again, another shot of the eye there. Still need to do that. That's on the definitely need to do list. That should be fun. Up next is Loki's Labyrinth, which I think is a maze, but I'm really not sure. Let's go find out. Yep, it is a maze with cute photo ops, as Molly pathetically tries to become this piranha plant. Anyway, that's what you get here in Loki's Labyrinth. We're still here in Loki's Labyrinth, and it's actually very neat. It feels very, very European to me, or Harry Potter Part 4. What do we do, Molly?
Find the Tri-Wizard Tournament Cup.
But we don't touch it, right?
No, it's a portkey.
So this shot here kind of gives you an idea of what Loki's Labyrinth looks like from above. We're up here in, I guess, an observation tower. Also, the River Rapids ride kind of wraps around this one here. This is a scene we didn't see earlier, which is kind of neat. But very, very pretty and well-landscaped gardens here. All right, in the shadows of this swinging ship. Hey, Molly, what time is it?
Beer 30.
Beer 30, yes. She's drinking a Beck's. I'm drinking a Stella raspberry cider. Raspberry is one of my favorite fruits, and this is one of the coolest things for us. In the U.S., beer is one of the most overcharged things at a theme park. This, not bad at all. We got, I don't know if these are 16 or 20 ounce beers, but they're good-sized beers, and we paid £9.45, which in American dollars probably about 12, 13 bucks or so. You know, it's not bad. It's much better. Most American theme parks you'll pay probably for a beer like this, probably $8 to $10
Per beer.
Per beer, and you know, it's much cheaper here in the UK, which is something that, as a drinker, I love it. So if Top Hat wearing giraffes doesn't say you're in an English theme park, then I don't know what does. Maybe Mrs. Top Hat Giraffe wearing a top hat, but also wearing a purse. Oh, Mrs. Giraffe moves. And now she stopped. This is not going how I expected it to. Don't go on the slide. I think I've got a wet bum. So here in Heartland City, they're also home to some sort of a pirate show. Another fun thing down here is we wander around drinking some beer, and there's this pathway that leads you from the pirate area behind the back of the playground. I think it goes over to the medieval area, and it looks like it probably used to be something, and is now not used for much of anything, I guess. But it definitely feels like this used to be something. There's things in the flooring, and I feel like something must have used to have been here. So if you know what that is, guys, this is a good question for you guys, the YouTube army out there. Let me know in the comment section, because I'm not sure. Legoland review, take 3, here we go. All right, so I really enjoyed it. I think it's the strongest of the Legoland parks. Definitely felt like the biggest of the Legoland parks. They had, you know, I think more adult rides a little bit, especially with the rapids and the log flume. Not as many roller coasters as the other parks. Only had 2 roller coasters, some of the other had, you know, 3, 4, 5. But I still had a really fun time. Miniland was gigantic. I love the cheap beer. I love the theming and stuff like that, especially in like the medieval area with that castle was fantastic. So I really enjoyed my day. The Atlantis submarine ride was by far my favorite ride. I mean, that's cool. That's something I don't think I've seen at any other theme park where you get to get an actual ride that goes through an aquarium, and that was fantastic. And those are kind of my thoughts. Molly, what do you think?
The submarine ride was definitely the best ride there. Definitely a big park, the biggest Legoland park we've been to.
Yeah.
And overall, a very fun day, and I highly recommend it if you have any children.
Yeah, if you have a kid, it's wonderful. Or if you're an adult that likes fun and you have a Merlin pass, probably worth an afternoon over there, or if you're coming to Windsor anyway. I couldn't comment on what the admission price is. I'm guessing it's probably pretty pricey, as those parks tend to be. But if you have the Merlin pass like we do, it's definitely worth it for the day. And that's pretty much it. Besides that, if you have any questions, post them in the comment section. I'll try my best to get back to you. And thanks for watching. Do not go on the slides when they're wet. My bum is still wet on this train.